laser engraving and specialty design company, much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Serving Johnson County, Texas, JOCO Community Radio.
All right. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in to JOCO Community Radio here with Real Estate Reality. I am your host, Diana Roberts with the XP, the Cliff Freeman Group, your local real estate agent. And then I've also got my co-host with me.
Hello, this is Jason Chandler with Affinity Mortgage in Burleson. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Ready to rock and roll.
I am as well. So, man, real estate it definitely has been a big roller coaster. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm seeing like serious life coming back. The last 2 weeks, we keep getting a holiday, and it seems like it's even Monday was a holiday, but there's just more activity going on.
Right.
It's like when the new year hit, it's like a lot of people said, we're moving forward. We're tired of renting. We need a bigger place. I'm just excited about the activity because, towards the end of last year, it got really slow and as rates were going up and everybody was looking for every excuse not to do something. I think they're looking at it now going, hey, this is not the end of the world stuff. And there's still a lot of great deals out there. So let's go get us a house.
That's right. That's right. And that's what I'm seeing too. I'm definitely seeing a lot more action happening and a lot more, you know, I don't know. Cause so when I did pull the market report, inventory is still, it's still coming up, but very slowly, but it's coming. It's coming. So that's what's in key and important. And I just realized some of you that are listening, you may have seen my posts in regards to having Candy's Dirt on today. Unfortunately, she had an event that was. She just could not get away from. So we are not going to be able to have her on the show today, but she is rescheduling with us and we will have her again on soon. But no worries. We are going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about some of the rates. We're going to get into, some of the things that we're doing, like what you're doing for your business and what I'm doing for my business in order to keep us afloat, right? To keep us above water. Because that has been a struggle. I've heard from a lot of other agents that they are really, really struggling with this. And I'm still hearing that there's new agents that are coming on board soon, are coming on board too. So new agents. So that's interesting.
Yeah, well, that's good that they haven't been totally scared off with all the, what they're hearing, and they see the opportunity.
Yeah.
Real estate has always been a fantastic opportunity as a career. No matter which part of the industry you're in, there's always going to be opportunity, and it's pretty consistent. These rough patches happen, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good field. It's not the oil field where it just goes completely dry for years and then it comes back. We're going to have some hurdles. We've had the hurdles, but like I said, hey, Jason's dirt says, hey, we're kicking that stuff around, and it's moving again. So, and then I'm really encouraged. I really am.
Yeah.
Feel good about it.
So I think it's a mindset too. I know I talk about mindset a lot, but that's just because my life coaching.
Yeah.
But mindset is everything, and even in business, like if you get really depressed and sad, what are you doing? You're sitting on the couch munching on some chips instead of getting out there, knocking some doors, or making some of those cold calls. Or there's so many other resources that can help you gain still some kind of income, especially investors. Right now is the prime time for investors.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've been reaching out to quite a bit, like through this time frame, is like, investors, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the investors are active and they're always looking for the good deals.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that prices have come down some.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's always, no matter what prices are doing on your regular homes, there's always those investment opportunities, whether it be in older neighborhoods, or there's just always opportunity where investors, they want to play. I mean, they want that deal. They want to turn that house. They want to get in there and remodel that house, and yeah, they're going to make their money or whatever. But that's good. That puts another house out there on the market,
Right.
to sell. So even though they're buying off the market, a lot of times the investors, they're still turning around and putting it on the market, which is good for real estate agents and lenders and all that. Because yeah, you can still get financing on investment homes about 20% down, and that's awesome. I mean, look how much rent has gone up. If you check rent prices, if you buy yourself, a 1,500 square foot home, you can get some really sizable rent. That's
Absolutely.
the consistent income the rest of, as long as you want to keep the property.
Yeah.
And then all the tax write-offs. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we like to hear too, especially the tax write-offs, because,
Oh yeah,
a lot of taxes has become an issue.
They have, and I'm real curious on what Governor Abbott's going to do. Yeah, I keep hearing about this. He's going to, there's this big surplus, with the state of Texas, which is great that we're not in the red like a lot of states, but what are we going to do with that surplus?
Yeah.
And he's at least has said, hey, we're going to have the biggest property tax reduction. Now, I don't know all the specifics, and I'm really anxious to learn those, but
Same.
Because if you look at these issues with payments and its rates have gone up a little, it changes payments.
Right.
Well, only that leaves right now at insurance. Insurance can only go so low, or you're not going to get covered. So where's the other equation? part of the equation? Well, that's property taxes. And if we could all get property tax relief,
Yeah.
oh, that would help on the monthly payment and outgo. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So hopefully the governor follows through. I'm really excited, and I hope it's for real and not just talk. I really want to see because Texas is high.
It is. It's super high.
When we talked with Candy last time, she was like, "Yeah, Texas is the highest when it comes to property taxes."
Exactly.
So we need to do something about that, especially when we're sitting there with that surplus.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't need politicians in Austin to keep it. Let's, pass it back out to the taxpayers.
Yes, please. That would be awesome.
So,
I'm hoping for that. I'm rooting for that too.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
So that would be phenomenal.
Oh yeah. I just how much have you saying the biggest ever? What don't give us some little, it saved a couple $100. I'm not saying that, let's see something big.
Right. Absolutely.
And then if you get to the point of the surplus is running out down the road, well, incremental small increases, but yeah, we need to, this economy needs help right now. Let's get this moving and lowering property taxes. That'd be the same as lowering rates.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Boom.
That would definitely even itself out.
Absolutely.
Which would be great. Kind of bring us back to where we were, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, what are the local governments, city governments, counties think about getting less income? Well, their questions could be, okay, well, how are we going to replace that? And that's hopefully where the state can work with the local city governments and counties and say, okay, well, we've got this surplus. You're going to get compensated based on what? I don't know, population.
Right.
Like I said, I haven't seen the plan. I'm not acting like I was just excited when he said the biggest ever. And like I said, I hope it's not political speak. I hope he's really going to do something about this, and we'll see.
Same. Yeah.
But hey, that hasn't happened yet. So that's a potential positive, but what has happened?
Right. The price of square footage has definitely gone down.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
What do you show on your data there?
Okay. So sales in November were 4.9 million units. And then the median price was 377. Okay. Housing starts housing starts November was 1.427. New home sales in October 470. So that's like more of like our this is the seasonal adjusted annual wait, no, sorry. Let me read that back. That's the latest housing indicators. And that's just in Texas in general is what that is. Okay, so the pricing right now, we have per square foot is down to 180.
In Texas?
Yes, like this. No, this is in Fort Worth. Okay. So that's Fort Worth. Burleson is actually at 180 as well. And I had Dallas pulled up and it's not here now. No. So I think that's really interesting though, to see that, that's per square footage. Now in Dallas, it has not. Dallas, it's at 236.
Still.
It's still over 200. The average days on the market in Dallas are 80. Median days on market are 63. The price decrease at 46%. Price increase at 2%. Relisted 10%. Inventory is at 1,221, and the median rent is at 2,495.
In Dallas.
That's Dallas. Okay, let's go back to Fort Worth. So Fort Worth, we're at a 75 average days on the market. We're at a 56 median days on the market. We're at a 53% price decrease, which is nice. Price increase 2%. Relisted 7%, so that's less, so that's good. And inventory is at 1,452. Median rent is at 2,095. So see, again, that rent is still pretty up there. Let's see what it is in Burleson. Oh, we are Fort Worth and us. We're like right on the same numbers almost. So median days on the market. No, sorry, average days on the market is 70. Also, 56 also on median. The price decreased at 51%. Price increased 1%. Relisted 3%. So we're way lower than both Fort Worth and Dallas. That's good. Median rent is at $2,045. And yeah, like our average price. Oh, hello. Our average price right now, or median list price, is at $369.9. And then the median price of new listings is 339, 745. So it's not bad.
And that's new listings. That's everything.
That's
Existing homes. Does that include new construction?
New construction has come down too.
Yeah,
it has.
I heard about deals going around.
Yeah,
The builders have a lot of incentive
they
out there, packages out there.
Even for the realtors.
Yeah,
which is great.
That's good
because
instead of trying to keep the realtors from being involved, they're actually giving incentives for realtors. So yes, it's good to see everybody working together and playing nice in the sandbox.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, it's not,
Don't we
when
all?
everybody has to play nice,
Exactly. So let's see. I've got some other stuff here too. Like pending home sales is at negative 4.0%. Pending home sales in November 2022 recorded the second lowest monthly reading in 20 years as interest rates climbed, with mortgage rates falling through December. Home buying activity should inevitably rebound on the coming months and help economic growth. So that's good news, because that's where we're at. Now we're in January, and going into February. Oh, February is going to be a busy month for me. Oh, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're sitting at what we're on the 18th right now.
Yeah,
it's 18th, isn't it?
We are at 18th of November.
So we're past halfway of January. So pretty much, unless you've got a cash buyer, whatever you're working on now is February business. And it's a short month, so
for sure
get the stuff in and get it closed.
I mean, it's something. I know that.
It's like time doesn't slow down.
No.
Even though business may slow some, the time doesn't slow down. You're like, oh my God, February's coming up already. I don't know what to say about it. I think it's a lot of getting older, just watching how fast it moves. But it's all right. It just seems like yesterday was New Year's, and here we are.
Right.
2.5 weeks from that. Removed.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, wait, what?
Slow down.
Please slow down. I'm not ready for all this.
No.
I'm not ready. Okay, so here, I'm going to move this so I can actually see a little bit better. Here we go. That's a smart thing to do.
That helps.
It does help. All right, so here we go. Real Estate Forecast Summit, and this is from the National Association of Realtors. So let's see. Annual existing home sales down 16% in 2022 and lowest since 2014. So that's something. Existing home sales monthly are going down. So that's also the sales percent change from a year ago. COVID was the real estate boom. So it says pre-COVID was very low. COVID real estate boom went up to like 50 and on the chart, right? And then the high mortgage rates, they're now down in, later after COVID, basically, is what they're showing here on the stats and statistics. And if you want a copy of this and you're listening, let me know and I can definitely send that over to you. Annual new home sales down 17% in 2022 to pre-COVID levels. So, but again, that's okay. Cause again, these are the stats from the end of last year, right? From what happened last year. It's from what's going to happen from last year to this year is going to be completely different. So there's no need to panic. I mean, that's what I would say, right? Because
I think the worst has hit us. I think
so.
The winter, the late fall, or just fall period, fall of 2022, and then the early winter part of it, it just seemed like everybody went on hold.
Yeah.
They just wanted to see what's going to happen. First of all, they were waiting for the November elections,
right.
And then by then it's like, well, that's done. Here's Thanksgiving. And when Thanksgiving is gone, then there's Christmas coming. Americans tend to take a break. They, especially for those big holidays, they tend to go, oh, okay, well, we'll do something after,
Yeah,
and that's where I've seriously personally seen it, the activity from different, and not just from, say, around here, but agents I deal with, say out in West Texas or down in Central Texas, I'm seeing the same thing. Is there's just more activity.
Right, for sure.
And there's more interest in hope, but it's all driven by the sellers. As far as people need to want to sell their home,
right?
Now there's something else coming up, and when it's going to happen, and I don't say this with delight at all, but it will mean more inventory, and there's going to be some foreclosures coming up. There were a lot of people that did forbearance and all that during COVID that unfortunately maybe stayed on too long, haven't really started to repay the forbearance, when they didn't have to make house payments.
Yeah.
During COVID, I think of the people I talked to that really didn't need to, that did go on it, that I talked to personally. And I was like, don't do it if you don't have to, because not everybody was just, knocked out by COVID as far as their business. Like in real estate, it was good.
Right.
Although, in most industries it wasn't. Well, people, I won't make my payment now. Well, that there's never a free lunch.
No.
Not when it comes to a house payment. And unfortunately, and this happened all across America, there's millions of forbearances that have not been repaid.
Well, based off of the stats here, it's a lot because of job cuts. There was 8 million job cuts. Mm-hmm. There was total payroll jobs, W-2 salary jobs, 130 million. Total jobs, 138 million. Household survey, that was a household survey. Subprime loans, prevalent is what they've got there. 5-year cumulative to new home construction before the crash was 7.65 million. Isn't that crazy? That's last housing cycle is what I'm referring to on this as well. So that has a lot to do with it. A lot of people lost their jobs. They got cut. There were.
Well, and like I said, and yes, and then you have the people that just never could recover.
Right.
They just could not recover from it, and here we are. So, but what you take that negative, which is foreclosure. You don't like to think of anyone losing their home.
No, absolutely.
But what it does do, and that was a big part of the when the mortgage crisis happened, 2008 through 2010, basically is your market was foreclosures. The amount of foreclosures was phenomenal. I remember it seemed like 80% of the deals that I lent on had foreclosures.
Right.
That was what was open, but there was still a market. When you have a market, when you have homes, dealing with HUD can be difficult, but hey, at least you've got a home to look for. As agent, as real estate agents, as lenders, as title companies, at least you're sitting there going, hey, there's a market. What was scary about last year is when, and still to this point, is the sellers not wanting to sell because they're unsure what to do, not wanting to move on to another house. They want to wait and see what's going to happen. That's a different kind of problem.
Right. It is.
But I do see that there is going to be some open inventory coming. Unfortunate for some, but other people are going to turn it into a home for someone else.
Yeah.
Homes don't just sit there foreclosed on. Someone buys them and, fixes them up. And
exactly. And how I look at it is when one door shuts, there's another one that opens for you. So if you are in that situation, this is not a bad thing necessarily. I know it looks bad. I know you're feeling really bad about all the things I understand, we've all been in a situation at some point in time where we were at a loss of a lot. Right. Mm. And so it's just knowing that there's another day, and there's things that are going to be coming to you soon. That's just going to be great. Maybe this was something that was actually needed. You never know. So can't predict the future, but you just gotta stay positive and know that this is going to be a good thing for you eventually. We all figured it out after a while.
Right. Well, and if people are in that situation and if they still have some equity, well, maybe you don't have as much as you did because of the forbearance, but if you still have equity, you have the chance to keep from destroying your credit.
Right.
Hey, go ahead and sell the house now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and go rent. Take the little bit of equity you have, find a place to rent, because guess what? If you let your credit go to a foreclosure, bankruptcy and stuff, that's going to affect you. Rentals now are controlled by property management.
Yes.
90% plus of it.
And they want
and they're checking credit, and
they
they check your income, and they want the income to be
3 times
the rent, I believe.
3 times the rent. There are some still that are out there that are 2 times the rent, but majority of them now, especially if it's a third party, it's going to be 3 times the rent.
Yeah. So you're applying, they're pulling your credit, they're doing background checks, they're doing all this. So if you can avoid foreclosure, don't just sit there and go, I'll let them take it. No, go ahead, be proactive, pay that debt off, get whatever equity's left. At least that's a little bit of money in the bank account. Move on to a rental right now.
Absolutely.
Give yourself a chance to make some money back, and
and get caught up and keep working on that credit to get it even higher.
Because once you go to foreclosure, I'm not saying it's over, but it's going to take years.
It will.
Years before you can, even the most aggressive programs are going to make you wait, 3 or 4 years before you can do anything.
Yeah. And bankruptcy is 7 years.
Yeah. Well, and
I mean,
not from bankruptcy discharge. I mean, because there's a misnomer. The bankruptcy falls off your credit. They're not supposed to, after a bankruptcy's been discharged 7 years or more, they're not supposed to report on your credit.
Right. So it could be 3 years, right? It could only take 3 years. I should take that back because I remember. Yeah.
It did. The government, like the VA will actually allow up to 2.
Oh, nice.
Very good reasons needed. FHA's at 3, and then you get into conventional, which is 4 years, but you're waiting time. And I'm not a advocate. I am for if bankruptcy is an option instead of foreclosure, and having that foreclosure, because there's something about a foreclosure where you walked away from your house. You just said, y'all take my house.
Yeah.
It is real hard for lenders. It's hard. They get over bankruptcy a lot easier than they see foreclosure, because that just means, well, if you'd walk away from that house, what's going to keep you from walking away from this?
Absolutely.
The next thing, something bad happens. And sometimes I know things happen, but what I'm trying to stress, if anyone's listening and thinking about it out there, is if you do have the equity where you can get out from under it, don't just let your credit get tanked. Go ahead, get with a real estate agent, sell that house, pay off that home where there's no chance of foreclosure, rent for a year or 2, get back on your feet.
Right.
And, you're going to be so much better off than if you go through a foreclosure.
Yeah. And I know a lot of it has, we're prideful. We're like, okay, well, we can keep this. We can keep doing this. Like, we got this. And then it gets to the point where it's like you're like on your last month. Now, don't do that to your realtor. Because like I said, a lot of these, like even in Burleson, let's go back to how many days on the market. So on median days on market is 56. The average days is 70. So you have to give your real estate agent I would suggest at least 100 days to sell your house. So take away your pride. I know it's hard. Trust me, I'm a human being myself. It's hard because we want to be prideful and we want to keep what we have. We don't want to lose anything. But this is a material item and it can be gained back. But like Jason's saying, it's going to be so much harder to make that happen with a foreclosure on your hands. So definitely want to get with a realtor. You can come talk to me, ask me any questions. I can help with that. Obviously I've got Jason, who I can always, ask some of the lending questions. I'll send you to him. Honestly, I'll stay in my lane. Majority of the time,
most of the time.
But that's where it's at. So, you just come and you communicate with an agent. If it's not me, get with your previous agent or another realtor that is a family or friends. Careful with that too. But you want to be able to get it done at the pace and at the time that it's not going to put you still, okay, well now I've got on the market and I've got 30 days to sell it. Again, remember it's on 70. Now that is going to shift. It is absolutely going to shift, but still we need the time to be able to really advertise it and push it and gain more buyers back, because again, those buyers, they started to kind of decrease as well because of the interest rates and the prices of the house. So
absolutely.
All right, we're going to be right back, guys. So stay tuned for some more info on what's coming up.
Accelerated Graphics and Signs, 101 East Renfro, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas, can handle all of your graphic needs. Need a banner or promotional products for your business? They got you covered. T-shirts and caps for your group. All you need to figure out is if you want them screen printed or embroidered. How about some slick graphics on that hot ride to make you stand out from the crowd? Accelerated Graphics and Signs can handle anything you throw at them. Located at 101 East Renfro Street, Sweet C in Burleson, Texas, go in and see them. Call them at 817-991-0523 or reach them on the web at www.acceleratedgraphics.net. They are loud and proud and want to serve you. Accelerated Graphics.
Out-of-date carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they've got you covered.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Serving Johnson County, Texas. Joco Community Radio.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. So, yes, I'm going to get that slide back up. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit. Oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. Hello.
They're going to come kick the door in on us.
No, not at all. All right. So thank you for sticking with us and staying tuned in. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 24/7 on the TuneIn Radio Network. TuneInJoco.com is the place to find all the ways to listen and watch, and the station app is also available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more at jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Next Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep at 844-839-425 or 4245. And again, that's 844-839-4245. Be sure to dress your arms and more at thetiffy.com. All right. It's some good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff all the time.
Speaking of good stuff,
yeah, let's talk about
more
that.
Positive news.
Yes, please. I feel like we've been kind of down in the slumps here a little bit.
Yeah. Just trying to, there's just some things happening out there, but hey, rates have gone down.
Yeah.
Which is helps with monthly payments. So, the biggest thing they started decreasing a little in December, and then another pretty good decrease in January.
Right.
That consumer price index, that is what it seems to have had more effect on mortgage rates than anything, because even though the Fed is still determined to not to end inflation, you don't ever really end it, but to really slow it down and get it down in the low digits. So they're going to keep doing, maybe tweaking, increasing some, but I don't think it's going to be nearly at the 0.5% marks that we're, unless inflation comes back up. Mortgage rates don't necessarily follow the Fed. There's times when the Federal Reserve raises rates that it really has little to no effect on a mortgage rate. But then there's times where Fed does nothing. I've seen them lower rates and mortgage rates go up. We're more mortgage rates are more driven on the consumer price index because inflation is an enemy to the bond.
Yeah.
And a bond is what drives mortgage. If bond market's good, mortgage rates are low.
That's very true.
So it's all about the bond market and then also the mortgage-backed security stuff. Again, this is just technical terms, but the point is the signs of inflation starting to subside some was a big reason the consumer price index report showed that mortgage rates the last couple of months have gone down. So hopefully that CPI, consumer price index, which comes out before the 10th of each month, hopefully that continues to show inflation's decreasing, so that we can get some relief on the mortgage rates. And then it all goes back to, I think you were looking at the 10-year Treasury, and definitely not going to go into a bunch of that, but yeah, the 10-year Treasury is you could look at the 10-year and basically see if that thing's staying up there, the rate is staying higher, the mortgage rates are going to stay up there. That 10 years is a powerful indicator. Just so for you guys that want to really dive in and get the Wall Street Journal and really understand it, look at the 10-year, look at the consumer price index. What the Fed Reserve's doing. But the point is, what you need to know is, hey, there's signs that what the Fed has done is working, that inflation has slowed down.
Right.
Not to where they want it, but it's slowing down. So what they're doing is working, and I think they'll continue to tweak it until they're comfortable, because the last time this happened to this degree was like in early 80s, and they got inflation to stop, but they kind of they put the brakes on too soon, and then that's when it got out of hand. And when you heard about rates being 18%, and so I think there's a fear there. Whether that fear is warranted, I don't know, but what they're saying is they don't want to be in the same position. They don't want to put the brakes on and say, okay, everything's cool.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something changes and rates are now we're looking at 12%.
Yeah, they better not go up that high. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, hey, it can happen.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
80s. It was the time of good music, though.
I was in Germany at that time, so I don't know anything about any of it, really.
Yeah, you didn't feel the whole inflation.
I did not. Well, I mean, and I don't think it actually happened in Germany. Like, I don't remember, though, too. I was maybe in my mid-teens.
Fact check you there. If it was happened here, it might have happened there. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do a fact check, or I'll ask my parents.
But I will be honest, I don't remember sitting in line for gas, but I was alive. I was a little kid, like in, I guess, the late 70s, but I don't remember that. So anyway, but I know it happened. So the point is, we don't want it to happen again, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No.
But let's take that good news, because that helps. With rates are lower means lower payments, right? So get out there and buy. Quit waiting. But this doesn't mean these rates decreasing. By no means does this mean that 3% stuff's coming back. It's not coming back, folks, unless something bad happens. Another virus shuts down the world, or we have a bad war or something like that. I mean, so don't hope for 3%, because it's going to mean something bad really happened.
Yeah, exactly. But just know, like you said, you can buy down your rates. Now
absolutely.
They've got seller concessions again. So
yes, sellers are cooperating. Yeah, the 2-for-1 buy down.
Yeah.
Where it actually lowers, and I'll just briefly speak on that, just so people that haven't heard, you can, with the help of your seller, you can buy the rate down. Let's say your rate, I'm just going to use 6%. Let's say your rate is, you lock at 6%. Well, the first year it's 2% lower. So you get the first year at 4%.
Right.
You get the second year at 5%. And then by the third year, it goes up to, or after 24 months, so month number 25, it goes up to the 6% you locked at. And it's 6% throughout the rest of the note until you refinance it, sell it and pay it off, whatever. But that is where you can use the help of sellers to pay the cost of the 2-to-1 buy down, because it's not free. Someone's got to pay it.
Right.
But it's there, and that can give you lower payment options. And if rates do decrease. You have to be sure doing it though. Don't do it if you're like, well, I can only afford it if it's the 4 or 5%, but boy, at the 6%, I can't afford it. Well, if you can't afford it, well, don't do it. I mean, because it's not going to, it's a temporary deal to keep the payments low, and then to see what happens with rates. But if rates do go down to the 4s or something, then you could always refinance that note and have that 4% rate the rest of the time. So that's an option. It's called the 2-1 buy down.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm of course I'm being hopeful. I mean, we already are seeing the shift in all of these things. So, and especially, that being a positive, what I was saying, having the concessions available now, not having multiple offers and not having to fight with other people to find a property. So, or get and lock in the property that you like. So there are a lot of amazing possibilities and positivity things that are happening within the market right now. And the shift, I feel, is definitely going more positive. So again, I'm completely hopeful, and I'm speaking into existence that we're going to have a really amazing year this year.
I really think so.
I think so too.
I really think this is going to be a good year. I think the signs, they're, things seem to have slowed down really fast. It kind of seemed like someone turned the faucet off.
Right.
It went from, to, that was basically last February, March to what, by the end of March, it's like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
So there were some big moves made that did that. Well, the comeback's not going to happen like that. But so you build your victories on, hey, let's just watch it and see what's happening. But based on what's happened the last couple of months, if that trend continues, then it's good. I mean, things are working like they're supposed to. I think you're going to see more sellers relaxing and saying, yeah, it's time to move on. Let's sell this house. Because really it's the sellers. We need to, sellers have to be comfortable enough to sell their house, to, move to another one, whatever. So the confidence that the seller has is key.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So.
And just staying on top of it, again, like, you got to stay on top of your business. You've got to, so some of the things that I'm getting prepared. I'm getting prepared for this upcoming year. I'm starting to get a lot of that, like office work and things like that, completed so that I'm ready to move forward with all of these amazing new leads that are just, rolling in. So, and new clients. So it's awesome. Right.
Yeah, for sure. We're trying to, we're doing some education stuff, hopefully next month, offering some classes on, 1031 exchanges, and that's more of investment, related. In fact, it's absolutely investment related, but
or farm and ranch.
Well, farm and ranch is absolutely another.
Yeah.
There's plenty of that around here.
Yeah, there is. But they do the 1036 exchange too.
Yeah, 31.
Or 31.
Yeah. Well, the whole key, the whole key to that, and I'm not going to teach that for sure in a few minutes, but yeah, it's just you invest in property and then you sell it, and you have so long to use the gains that you made to purchase other types of property.
Mm-hmm.
You're making money each time you're doing it if you're investing correctly, and it's been something that's been around for a long time.
Yes,
but it's a really those tax advantages.
Absolutely.
If you want to keep some money from Uncle Sam, then legally in the right in the right way, then it's a great program to get on. So
I agree.
Definitely, let us know if you have questions about that, and we can advise you when classes and stuff will be available.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Or just go buy you a big ranch, like Diana says.
Yes, please.
Get a few cows, some llamas, and
hey, I've been doing some land research here lately. That's one of my other tools in my box that I've been using.
They don't make you more of it. So just talk about investment.
Oh yeah,
that's something I did last year. Is I just bought some land, haven't done anything with it. It's just sitting there, and I'm like, someday, who knows. But I could do something with it if I wanted to.
You could
build a home out there.
I know lots of builders that'd be happy to help you out.
Oh yeah.
Even guys that do barndominiums, which barndominiums have become quite popular.
Yes,
with
they
those that
have.
are buying land lots. They want a barndominium.
It's a new Texas home.
It is. They're cute though. Like there are some that actually look really awesome, and you wouldn't even know.
There are some really nice ones.
Yeah,
that I think
agree.
are probably built better than your regular ranch style home. You know, but
I feel like that is.
Yeah, it just
seems a little sturdier.
Well, you got a lot of metal. Right. You got a lot of metal in them. You know, so metal is stronger than wood in a lot of cases.
Very true. Very true.
No, I like the barndominiums.
I do too.
Now it's just the rest of the country, you know, and a lot of the government doesn't necessarily look at them the same as people, especially in North Texas. They're really, really popular in North Texas around here. Yeah, but no, I think there's some awesome looking ones.
I agree.
So
they're getting more popular in the South area, like south of us, for sure. I've had a couple of clients that
down the hill country.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Yeah.
Well, even like Grandview and Cleburne, and I got some Alvarado. Those are some areas that have been really doing more of the barndominium than
cool.
Yeah, it's an incoming thing. I think I really do. Yeah. It's becoming a new trend. That's the word I was looking for. My speech is a little off today. I've been working hard today. I've been very productive. So good stuff. I do have some memes. I thought, maybe we could get some of these, like, because I don't know about you, but have you seen when you're scrolling some of these like memes that are not even coming from agents? They're not even agents that are posting them. It's actually like just people that don't even have anything to do with real estate, really. They're just posting these memes. It's hilarious.
On memes on what?
On real estate. And on so what people think realtors do. And it's got this guy that's got his hands behind and he's just like looking out of his window. And then it's like what we really do. We've got like, and then he's got the guy that's like crying. He's got a tissue in his hand about to cry. And then all these hands coming in with all the people that we're working with, like it looks like a lender, appraiser. It looks like all the people. And he's just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. So that was one of my favorites.
Okay.
I really like that one because last year we went through all the emotions. Like there were so many different emotions. Like you had to stay strong and keep your mind right. It was definitely something. And then there's this one that was top 10 things to do when selling your home. Number 1, call me. Number 1, call me. I'll handle the other 9. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all you need to know, right?
It's all you need to know. Just call me. And then it's got this like dog with like the crazy eyes and a smile on its face, and it says, "When I hear someone talking about real estate," and that's if you're a realtor. Uh-huh. You get so excited. So excited. I'm trying to find this other one that was really good. Okay, wait. Have you ever dated or married a real estate agent? You may be entitled to compensation. Are you kidding me?
That's great.
Wasn't that a good one?
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good one. And then, okay, so when you see your family members post in social media that they need a realtor, what am I then? A potato?
Yep.
Or same for lender, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you have family members or friends that are like, hey, I need a lender. Anybody know a good lender? And it's like, are you kidding me right now?
You know, when that happens, and I said that about, like, I learned a long time ago, like with former, like if I helped a client with a purchase and then they would go and refinance, and I'd find out they refinanced and be like, well, John, why didn't you call me? And he goes, well, I thought you just did purchases. Which is not invalid.
Right,
I mean,
that's not.
In my world, I'm like, well, no, a home loan's a home loan. But for someone looking outside in, well, he handles purchases, well, refis, cash out, whatever's a different. So that's my fault for not letting him know. And that can be the same with family. You can, if you're always talking about, you do this one special thing, they may not think, like they might think, hey, you put people into homes to live in, but she doesn't deal with rentals.
No.
It's your job to let your family, friends, and all your clients that you deal with know that you handle every part of real estate.
Absolutely.
that's on you to do that. It's not on them to figure it out.
No.
And so it's so important. Don't just assume people, just because they've known you for years, or even because you're related to them, that they know exactly what you do. They may have you in their mind isolated to one part of real estate.
Absolutely. And that is very true.
So, educate, remind them.
Yeah. And when you post, put, please call me for any real estate needs.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of,
maybe I think you ought to change it to any and all.
Any and all. Okay.
Any and all.
I like that. Any and all.
Yeah.
And if they come to you though, and they're like, well, you said any and all, but I want commercial, say you haven't really done a whole lot of commercial, or you don't feel comfortable doing commercial yet. I mean, really, you need a mentor to do commercial, because commercial is a whole different breed. Okay. So if you do, that is a referral though for you. That is for you to refer to one of your, hey, you know what? Honestly, I love you. And, I'm glad that you reached out to me, but I have an agent actually that is primarily a commercial real estate agent. And I would rather you work with that individual, because that lady or that gentleman knows what they're doing 100%. Not that I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know, but I would prefer to have you with somebody who knows all the ins and outs and can get you the best deal for the best price and all that.
The point is, they called you for commercial realtor, and you got and they got a commercial realtor because you refer them to a good one, instead of someone is good and reputable and treats their clients good, as opposed to them stumbling on them by themselves, not knowing where to find one. Maybe they find one online, and maybe it's not a good one. Maybe it is a good one.
Absolutely.
But then they're not taking chances. So for them to call you, and then you say, "Oh, hey, I do the same. I handle residential lending. I'm not a commercial, but when people call me, I'm like, no, I got the guy though."
Yeah.
Or I've got the lady. She's over here at this bank, for the commercial loans. That's the same difference. It's the same difference,
I'm going to screen this really quick. Hello, you're on air. This is Diana. Oh, okay. That was not a good one. That was not a call for us. Sorry about that. Okay. We had both phones going off here. Oh my gosh.
Well, what phone is that? Is that to the radio?
Yeah, that is to the radio. So we can have people call in.
Well, I knew we could, but that's the actual phone.
That's the actual phone. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be red and
I didn't have it hooked up
and all kinds of stuff. Make sure it's more apparent.
Right.
And put it in a case next time.
Well, that's why it says Joko.
Then we'll break it every time.
Right, for sure.
With a hammer,
yes.
right?
Yes. No. And we don't
rubber
want that.
mallet. We have a call. Who's our call?
Right.
We got ghosted on that one though.
Yeah, that was a ghost one. It was a sales call.
Yeah, there you go.
When it's silent for a minute and then it does that little chime thing. At least us agents don't do that to you. Okay. I'm just saying, keep that in mind.
That's right.
And lenders,
Yeah.
our lenders and agents, we don't do that to you. Okay.
No,
So,
we're going to actually talk to you if we call you.
Absolutely. And we
you
want the
answer.
best for everybody. And it depends, I know everybody's different, but in my line of for me personally, when I'm calling someone, I really want to help them. It's not, it's my money maker. Okay. So don't hate me for that, but that's how I make money. But at the same token, I really do want to benefit you and help you and get you to where you want to be in your real estate needs. So I feel that, there's a little bit of a difference there. Maybe hear us out sometimes, see if we're being genuine or if we really want to help you out and really want to do something positive for you in your life, or, because we're not one of those typical sales reps or credit people that are just trying to get more money from you because you owe money on credit or whatever.
No.
What are those called? The creditors? Yeah. We're not a creditor.
No. That's not in, because it not everybody's got their own goals, but I think the goal of most, when I talk to a lot of loan officers, in this business, and even when I'm talking to realtors, it seems to me that your goal should be to educate,
right,
and to guide.
Yes.
And yes, we work on commission. So yes, we get paid for helping you. If it closes, everything closes. That's great. But what we're really looking for is to be I want to be your lender for life.
Right. Absolutely.
You want to be their realtor for life. Anytime anything comes up involving real estate, we want you to call us, and then we'll get you to the right people. If we're not the specific ones to help,
Yeah.
We always want to be the first call you make, and then we get you in touch with the correct insurance person or title person or appraiser, whatever's needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so it's really, you're trying to build a relationship, and then it's built on, hopefully you trust enough to refer, family, friends, stuff like that. But we realize we have to earn that, and we earn that by teaching, guiding, and not just worrying about a commission check.
Right.
And there's a lot of times I've helped people that there was nothing at that moment in time where there was no compensation, nothing. I was happy to do it, but they didn't forget it.
Yeah.
And it might be a year later, and it's like, hey, I need you to help my brother out. I call you. Okay, that's awesome. So, you'll find that most real estate professionals are willing to give you their time, all their knowledge, for nothing, with the hopes that we're building a relationship, that'll be long and fruitful.
Absolutely.
So that's the way I see it, and that's the way I know a lot of my friends in the business see it.
Yeah.
So
I would have to agree with you. I mean, well, I know that that's facts, because that's my whole goal, right? And that's your goal. So that's what we're here for. So if you need it,
well, you're a coach too.
I am. I'm a life coach too. Yes.
Life coach too.
Yes, I am. But that's because I enjoy helping other people. I genuinely want to see people succeed and succeed in all the things. If you want to succeed in finding the right house, I'm here for you. If you want to succeed in your business, I can be here for you for that too. So, I mean, that's just, I like helping. I like being there, and I cannot get my words together today. Mercy. I just like being, I like being a light at the end of the tunnel. I really do. I do feel like I provide that in just loving other people. I just genuinely love people. I do.
Wow. Feel warm and fuzzy inside now. I don't know how to top that. But no, that's great. And that's awesome that you're getting, to pursue what you really like to do. And it's helping people along their journey, because everyone's got their journey, right?
Yes, including me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not perfect by no means. And I'm going through all the things that I'm providing to my clients.
Yeah.
The only difference I feel is I have I've used my time in my journey so far in researching, in finding the right tools that are beneficial, that actually really have helped me grow as a person, as an individual, to be my best self and to live my best life. So that's what I want to share with others. I'm still using the same tools.
That's cool.
Right?
Well, share with them. We've got about 30 seconds. Just remember, folks out there, hey, I am seeing definite signs of improvement,
Absolutely.
activity. The sky is not falling. The sky did not fall. Hurdles are there. We'll jump over them, but hey, get out there and make it happen.
That's right. We got this, guys. We got this. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to call Jason or I if you have any questions or need some real estate advice.
Adios.
Adios.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structure in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812.